Hello everyone, I am Shelby Lutters and this is my Google Doc presentation on critical thinking. My first slide is titled Critical Thinking and Understanding Critical Thinking, and these are the people who I believe are involved, which would be the teachers, students, and parents. My next slide is the stages of critical thinking. You have knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation, and how they all fit together in a circle. Knowledge, I believe, is being able to identify what is being heard or read, plus knowing the main points, and that is what equals knowledge. Comprehension is being able to understand the material you have heard or read, being able to make the new knowledge relate to the knowledge you already have. The more involved you are with the information, the better you will comprehend it, and being able to put what you have heard or read into your own words, and these all equal comprehension. Application is you knowing what you have heard or read, you comprehend what you have heard or read, and you are able to apply what you comprehend to an actual situation. Analysis is being able to break down what you have heard or read into parts, being able to be clear on how the ideas are ordered, related, or connected to other ideas, and it deals with both the form of the information and the content of the information. Synthesis is being able to put parts together that you have analyzed, plus after you put those parts together, you'll be able to create something of your own. Then the last is evaluation, is being able to understand and analyze what you have heard or read, and being able to critically think and problem solve with the skills you know and have. The next part of my presentation is actually an example. I have a critical thinking example, and it's a word problem. It's titled The Fall Leaf Raking Challenge. Red, yellow, orange, and brown, leaves are falling all over town, said Gina, as she raked up a big pile of leaves. I learned that poem in kindergarten. I have a better one, laughed her cousin Barney. Raking leaves is very hard, and most of the leaves fell in this backyard. That's a good one, Barney said. I love having lots of trees in my yard, but it is a big job raking them up in the fall. Thanks for offering to help. Who could resist your offer to make taffy apples and hot cider, said Danny, stopping to rest. And don't forget, I promised to pay you a nickel for every minute you raked. Okay, laughed Danny, starting to rake again. I can take a hint. After the job was done and the snacks were eaten, I reached for my purse. Let's see, how much do I owe each of you? I raked for 20 minutes, said Gina. I raked for 5 more minutes than Gina, bragged Barney. I raked 5 minutes less than Gina, admitted Danny. I got down in my nickel piggy bank and began to pay. How many nickels did I have to pay each child? So after reading the word problem, I would then discuss with my students the knowledge, and these are the main points that I felt students may discuss. They may discuss children are raking leaves in a yard with lots of trees. There are 3 children. Each child gets paid a nickel for every minute they rake. The children will know a nickel is worth 5 cents, and how many minutes each child raked leaves. The next is comprehension, and these are points students might discuss aloud. The students will talk about leaves, what season the story takes place in, what colors leaves are, that leaves change colors in the fall. The students will discuss how many children raked leaves again, and they will tell the children's names. Then I have application, ways the students might apply the word problem to real life. The students will discuss their own adventures with raking leaves with family and friends. Also, the students will discuss getting paid such as an allowance, when they do chores at home for their parents. Then I have analysis. The analysis stage, I feel like, will require some prompting by the teacher, especially if you are in lower grade levels. They might discuss that there are 3 children, Gina, Barney, and Danny. The children will get paid 5 cents for every minute. They will discuss how many minutes each child raked, and then you will make a note on the board that Gina raked 20, Barney raked 25, and Danny raked 15. Then I have synthesis. I also feel like this stage requires prompting by the teacher. This would be the stage where they would kind of break down the main points of how they need to figure out the word problems. So they would talk about how there were 5 cents earned for every minute, and again, how many minutes each child raked, which Gina was 20, Barney was 25, and Danny was 15. Then the last slide would be the evaluation. Now obviously the evaluation is where the children are able to put the number sentences together and figure out how much money each child earned. Again, I feel like this would require some prompting by the teacher, especially in the lower grade levels. On this slide I've showed you 3 different ways that you could have the students work out their problems. You could start by doing tally marks, also having a very long number sentence of addition, and then having a multiplication number sentence. So once the children have gone through each step, they would be able to figure out how much each child had earned. So there is my Google Doc presentation on critical thinking. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.